boy named John, and he just had this fascination with scary emails, scary pop-ups. You know, every time he would come across a scary email or just some scary pop-up, he would send it to everybody he knew, his friends, his family, even strangers. He would even make his own scary emails or pop-ups and send them to people because he just genuinely enjoyed scaring people, you know, like myself, so I can relate. It was kind of his daily routine, you know, going online, checking emails, pop-ups. It's just something that he really lived for. Until one day in November of 2007, so like a long time ago, guys. I guess not too long ago if you think about it. But he received this email from somebody known as the Smith sisters. Now, this email from the Smith sisters definitely gave John a very eerie, odd, creepy vibe, because these two girls were claiming to be his older sisters, which, you know, he was kind of like, no, because I'm an only child, you know. And they started saying that they actually lived in the house that he lives in right now. At first, he kind of thought it was a joke, but they kept going on and on about being his sisters and, you know, living in the house and kind of describing the house. So he wrote back to them saying, like, leave me alone, you know, like, get lost. I don't know who you are, but y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. So just leave me alone. He really thought that was the last time he was gonna hear from these Smith sisters. You know, he thought he was all tough being like, get lost, like, you know what I mean, y'all crazy and stuff. But no, you know, he carried on with his day, but the next day, he received a really creepy message with photo attachments in this email. So he opened it and he noticed it was two young girls. Now, this was the first picture that he opened from this email. So he was just like, hey, what the heck? Like, who sent me this? And it said, Smith sisters murdered anonymously. So that right there definitely gave him an eerie feeling, and he started reading their message, and the Smith sisters said that they lived in this boy's house in 1993. They're his older sisters. His bedroom was once their bedroom. And they were going on about how, you know, they had such an amazing childhood, going on about their family and just all the happy times that they had in that house. He noticed that there was another attachment, so he was like, okay, what the heck is going on? So he opened it, and it appeared to be an old newspaper article. And this is what he says. I'm just gonna read it on my phone because obviously, like, I can't memorize this thing, or maybe I could, just I didn't. So it says, in 1993, two sisters were brutally murdered in the small town community of Plainfield, Wisconsin. Lisa Smith, 19, and her sister Sarah Smith, 15, were attacked in their parents' home on the night of November 17th, around 1:30 a.m. The Smith sisters were lying in bed when a crazed killer broke into the house. No one heard them scream. In the morning, their parents found the dead bodies of the Smith sisters hidden in the bedroom closet. They had been skinned alive. The killer was long gone, and no trace of him could be found. They had been murdered anonymously. Police conducted an extensive investigation, but to no avail. The motives for the attack were never discovered, nor was the attacker ever found. The only lead authorities had was a series of strange emails found in Lisa's computer. The case was closed in October of 2000. He continues reading past the newspaper article, and the Smith sisters were saying how mad they were that this investigation was closed, and they were so angry. They were so angry at their parents for forgetting about them, for having a new baby by the name of John. They were also super angry because their parents never mentioned to John that they were his sisters. So can you just imagine being John right now and you're reading all of this and you're just like, what the heck, you know? Like, I have the chills right now. I have the chills, and I'm surrounded by all these crazy animatronics, which does not help. So John's trying to take this all in, but then he's like, you know what? These people are messing with me. It must be someone from school. It must be somebody that I've sent creepy emails to. So he wrote them a very angry message back saying, like, you're full of crap. You're making this up. There's no way that you're related to me. I'm an only child. Go to hell. That's what he said. Go to hell. 5 minutes later, he received another email from the Smith sisters that said, if you don't believe us, look inside the bedroom closet. Now that was the very last email sent to John, and the police were unable to track or trace who was sending him all those emails with the attachments and the creepy messages. The police went inside of the bedroom closet and saw a message carved on the floor of the closet, and it said, Lisa and Sarah, 1993. Underneath Lisa and Sarah, 1993, it said, John, 2007. No one knows what happened to John. But the next morning when his parents woke up, they noticed that he was missing. When they opened their son's bedroom closet, they found John, his dead body in the closet, skinned. He had been skinned alive. All the police had were these emails, and then all of a sudden he's in his closet and he's dead. But the last email said to look into the closet. So nobody knows what happened when he was in the closet. Obviously he was skinned alive, but who did it? The parents, of course, were devastated because they were thinking, first our daughters, they were murdered the same way, and then John, but at the same time, like, you never even told John about your 2 daughters who were murdered in that house, in that bedroom. And her body was, or their bodies, both their bodies, were found in that closet. I just think that's so, I don't know.